With this, Saya will finally come back to me! So, why did you decide to join the club at school?
I'm not that good at sports, so I'm thinking the culture club.
Damn it!
Did someone just run away from in front of the restaurant?
Oh dear, a customer? But today we're closed, so that's weird. Did someone just come here? Wait, what is this? This box? Sumire?
Dad?
My name is Angelica, but everyone just calls me Angie. As you can see, I'm a drag queen. You should go down to this beauty.
Mama, this is everything we need to buy today.
That's it! We're going to have my special rice and stew for dinner tonight.
Yay!
This is my daughter that I've raised, that I'm not biologically related to, Ayame. This year, she just started middle school. She's still a little kid, but even then, 12 years have gone by in a flash. Only 6 years until she's an adult. I need to make the most of my time that I get to be with her.
With this, Saya will finally come back to me.
So, did you decide which club to join at school?
I'm not that good at sports, so I'm thinking the culture club.
We were having this normal conversation when we both saw someone run away from the front of the store. Today was our day off, so I can't imagine that any of our regulars would make that mistake. In that case, was it a first-timer? But in this area, my restaurant is famous for a few reasons, so that's strange. But then... Sumire?
Dad?
I heard the loud scream of Sumire, who's Ayame's dad and lives with me. Ayame and I rushed over to the store in a great hurry, and there was a shocking sight. Whose child is this? How am I supposed to know? There was a cardboard box thrown outside the shop, and I was wondering what it was, and I looked inside, but there was a baby in there. Excuse me? More importantly, we should hurry up and take it to the hospital. The baby is quite skinny, so it's light. It's almost scary. Sumire's hands were almost shaking as he held the baby. I also ran over to look at the baby myself, but just as he said, it was very skinny and taking shallow breaths.
Is the baby going to die?
I don't know, but we need to hurry to the doctor. Hello, it's me. Get in the car now. I called one of my drag queen friends and had them bring their car. As we rushed to the hospital, the baby was rushed into the emergency surgical room, and a few hours later, the doctor finally came out.
You must have found the baby not long after they left her. She was severely malnourished and her skin was also very irritated.
So, the baby...
We can't say for sure yet, but we're going to do our best. That little girl is doing her best to survive.
According to the doctor, as long as she could survive the night, there was a good chance that she would be able to make a recovery. We tried to kill the uneasiness inside of us as we went back home. Ayame was crying the whole way home. Aya, even if you're crying, the baby won't get better. The best thing we can do right now is to go about our lives as usual.
But who would do something so awful to a baby?
I know, honey. Plus, why in front of our shop? Yu Kawauchi. What? There was a name written on the clothes that the baby was wearing. I don't know if it was the baby's name, but it's a place to start. Sumire? I don't know what kind of monster would do something like that to a baby, but I swear I will sniff them out and make them pay for what they've done. You're right. As a fellow parent of raising a child and as a human, we can't just let this go by. I'll help you. I'm counting on you. Yu Kawauchi, huh? What's the matter, Aya?
Koichi? You Koichi? I'm pretty sure that's the name of one of my classmates.
What? He's supposed to be in my class, but he's never actually come to school. According to someone who went to elementary school with him, I think they said around 4th or 5th grade he started showing up less and less to school. Hey, Angie. That smells fishy. Hey, it's me. Sorry to bother you when you're busy. Do you have a minute? Brother, sorry to keep you waiting. I'm sorry, Yasu. Even though I left, I still contact you. Don't worry about it. You're my brother forever, brother. So, about this kid named Yu Kawauchi, I found out that he's the son of a woman that lives in a tiny rundown apartment about 15 minutes from here, named Shoko Kawauchi. Do you know the address? Of course, sir. Should we barge in? No, I'll take it from here. If I use you too much, Yasu, boss will be angry with me. I know the boss still cares about you too, brother. Well then, I'll excuse myself now. Thanks, man. Next time you come, I'll treat you to a meal on us. Looking forward to it. Well then, I'm going to see what's going on in that apartment. I'm worried about this kid named Yu, too. Alright, I'll leave that to you. You can leave the restaurant to me. Alright.
Dad, please be careful.
I will. See you guys later. Who is it? A robber?
You must be Yu Kawauchi.
Yeah, and you are?
We can talk later. Come on, let's go.
Oh dear, you're awake! What? Where am I? This is the diner Food Angel.
Mama, I brought this rice porridge.
Thank you, Aya. Well then, sit up now. I can eat this, but I don't have any money. You don't need to worry about that. Come on, go ahead and eat. Oh, okay. Thank you. It's so good. It's so good. Once you're done eating, let's get you in the bath. Then you can rest as much as you need. Yeah. Good morning. How are you feeling? For breakfast this morning, we have mixed fruits and toast and yogurt for you. Good morning, ma'am. I feel so great. Thank you very much for saving me. My name is Yu Kawauchi. And I am Angelica. This is my daughter, Ayame.
Nice to meet you. I'm actually your classmate. I am Ayame Takana.
I see. I guess that means that middle school already started, huh? Would you mind telling us exactly what happened? When I was in 4th grade, my dad and mom got a divorce. I don't really know the reason why, but right after that, my mom brought her boyfriend over. And then last year, I think, my mom got pregnant. At first, she seemed really happy that once the baby was born, she could marry her boyfriend, but... Well, I cannot let this devil get away with this. Why don't we turn their heads into apples? Huh?
You! Keep going! Keep going!
After that, my mom started going crazy and throwing tantrums, and until recently the baby was in our house, but I was wondering where it went. Oh yeah, what about that man that helped me?
I'm home. Looks like you're feeling a lot better than you were yesterday.
Yes, thank you very much for rescuing me.
Don't worry about that. Importantly, I got a call from the hospital this morning. They said the baby held on and is heading towards her recovery. She's fine now. Apparently family members can go and see her.
The baby is healthy?
Yeah, there's no need to worry anymore.
Thank goodness.
Don't you want to go and see her soon, you?
Yeah.
Apparently those two are coming back later tonight.
What?
Look, I'm also frustrated. We need to show them what happens when the gorilla of Nichome and a former gangster get cut loose.
We sure do. Today and today only, I think I'll go back to the first generation of the gorilla of Nichome and peel back a skin or two. Hey, Ayame, these two, exactly who are they?
This is my super powerful mama and my dad. As long as the two of them are here, everything will be fine. Leave it to me.
Hey, Saya, don't you think it's time you think about marrying me?
Yeah, fine. If it's gonna become just the two of us, then sure, I'll marry ya.
Ah!
They're just so rotten from head to toe that I want to throw up. Well then, why don't I show you right to hell?
What are you doing? Who are you?
We will talk later. Well then, both of you, let's hurry up and carry them out.
Aye.
Well then, let me introduce myself. I was asked by the mama of Food Angel, Angelica, to come and punish you two as you deserve. I'm the drag queen warrior.
Huh? That doesn't make any sense.
You really think that you can get away with doing this, huh?
Oh, Food Angel. Isn't that the name of the drag queen's diner? Gross. Even though he's gay, calling it Food Angel, that's hilarious.
Should I summon you now, you bastard? Huh?
Calm down, warrior. We still have plenty more to burn them for.
You're right.
The clothing that the baby was wearing said Yu Kawauchi on it. Didn't you put that on it?
I didn't want to buy new clothes just for it, so I found it somewhere in the closet. The preschool is so annoying if we didn't write their names on anything. I messed up. I completely forgot what the name was written on that.
Wasn't there a time when you were much more of a mother? How could you do such a horrible thing?
These two clearly can't imagine for a second the pain that Yu was going through in this house.
Huh? Oh, that reminds me. He's not even here. Did he leave? Hey, Saya, now will you marry me?
This idiot hag was crying and begging for help. But as for her precious little boyfriend, he was sobbing with such a scrunched up face it was a pitiful sight. I can't do this anymore! I'm breaking up with you!
What? But why? You can't leave me!
Shut up! I only ever thought of you as the ATM anyway. But if I have to get stuck with this kind of nonsense, then I don't need you anymore!
But no, that's too much! Why does this keep happening to me? All I ever wanted was to be happy, but Wait, ow! Let me go! Let me go, you piece of crap!
Despite the way I look, I used to be on the basketball team, honey.
Huh?
Why don't I show you how good the gorilla of Nichom is at dribbling? Take that!
Ow, 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 ow!
There it is, Mama's death blow move, the dribble on the face! Sumide, pass!
Next, let me introduce you to my former gangsters course.
No, I don't want to! Stop! Please, stop, please!
Take that! This is for you! This is for the baby! And this is for all the moms and dads around the country! Drown in hell, you human garbage! Woo! One last shot from brother, a slam dunk! Well then, shall we play one more game? Look how fluffy she's become!
Yes, there's nothing to worry about anymore. She really fought hard.
Isn't that great? Yeah, Doctor, thank you so much! After that, the baby was able to make a full recovery, and she soon would be released from the hospital. It turns out that they hadn't registered her birth certificate, so after we had completed all of this unnecessary documents, the little baby was named Shu Kawauchi. That horrible devil old hag and her boyfriend were nicely taken away by the police that we called. Right after they were arrested, apparently they were crying out that they were beaten up by a masked drag queen and a gangster, but nobody seemed to take them seriously. But of course not without any evidence left behind after all. The mother was sentenced to 5 years in jail, and the boyfriend was given 3 years. After all this, I hope that they spend their days locked up regretting what they did. You can't accept that these horrible idiots would become released in just 3 years and 5 years? I feel the same way, but there's a limit to what the law can do. But don't you worry, once those two come out from behind their bars, the gang that Sumire used to be a part of, the Yamamoto gang, are already on standby. As it turns out, the two of them together have already gotten involved in black market money. They said they'll be tightening the screws nice and tight back on them. Well then, you and Shu, your relatives, are going to take you in, right?
Yeah, Yasu looked into it for me, and once we told that crap mom's sister everything that happened, apparently she asked to take them in herself. When the parents got divorced, apparently she went to ask if the kids were gonna be okay, but after that she moved and didn't know where her sister had gone.
I see. Well, thank goodness the sister was a decent person.
But I guess that means Yu's gonna change schools, even though we just became friends.
She said she would love for you to come and visit them sometime.
Really? Well, isn't that wonderful, Ayame?
Yeah, that makes me happy. I can't wait to see little Shu too.
All that being said, these past few days felt like a hurricane.
Seriously, why don't we close up shop for a few days and go on a little trip together?
Oh, come on, that's amazing! Hot springs, a fancy dinner, ping pong?
Can I come too?
Of course, because we are a family after all.
Can I invite Yasu too?
He was our soldier in the shadows all this time. We need to show him our appreciation. What we all did this time isn't something that should be praised, but you know, this world sometimes needs dark heroes. I don't want a world where the weak have to cry themselves to sleep. From now on, Sumide and I will continue to protect those that we can. Anyone that's within our reach. What we're trying to say is that a drag queen and a former gangster make a great tag team, and we need to make sure that the world knows that. And of course, most of the time, I'm just the kind mama that runs the restaurant Food Angel. This doesn't mean that I like to get my hands dirty, so don't get that twisted. This incident was an irregularity out of irregularities.
How about the last weekend of this month?
Yay!
That's perfect! Let's make the posters and put them up saying that we'll be closed on those days. And we can bring back lots of souvenirs for our regulars. As you can see, the last weekend of this month, Food Angel will be taking some much needed time off. So I hope that you're all having a wonderful weekend too.